Man looking for his lost dog sees an unusual ad that blows his search wide open. As any pet owner can tell you, losing your furry pal is the worst thing that can happen. There's something especially painful about the uncertainty and helplessness. You know your animal's out there somewhere, but there's nothing you can do beyond searching and hoping. One Texas man loved his dog as much as anyone else in his family. So when the pooch went missing, he and his family exhausted themselves searching for him. But what seemed like a hopeless case turned complicated when he saw a post online that sent chills down his spine. Anthony Phillips had everything that a man could want. He was living the American dream outside of Fort Worth, Texas, with a home, a family, and a beloved pet dog. It turns out Rufus Jr., or RJ for short, was living the ideal dog's life. The 2-year-old Dachshund had all the love he could want and a nice yard to play in. And what more could a dog want? Unfortunately for RJ and his family, their idyllic life was about to be shattered one summer afternoon when an unexpected tragedy struck. It was the day after the 4th of July, and perhaps RJ wanted to revisit the festivities of the previous night. When his parents opened the door to go grocery shopping, he made a sudden move. RJ spotted his opportunity and darted out the door. Though his legs were quite stubby, they quickly carried him out into the street. But how far could he have gone? RJ's owners figured he couldn't have gotten that far. If nothing else, he would come home to eat when he started missing his favorite snacks. He had to be somewhere nearby. Time passed, but there was no sign of their beloved pup. Fearing the worst, the owner's mind started to wander. Maybe he ran off to start a new life. Could another animal have attacked him? There were endless possibilities. Soon, stress began to take its toll. It was an empty feeling not having him there, Philip said. It was a scary experience. It was hard on my kids. It really sucked. He needed his dog back. With no other options, he began to ask around the neighborhood. Maybe somebody had seen RJ leave the yard or heard barking near their house. Eventually, the Phillips received a shocking tip. A landscaper who was working nearby had seen RJ on the afternoon in question. But the beloved pup wasn't walking down the street all on his own. He was last spotted with a different owner. And his story got even weirder. Elaborating, the landscaper told the Phillips family that he'd seen RJ on the street near their home when a car pulled up. A man stepped out and asked the worker a strange question. The man scooped up the Dachshund and asked the landscaper if he knew the dog's owner. He pointed towards the Phillips home, but the stranger didn't immediately react. The man tucked RJ under his arm, re-entered the car, and drove away. It was a dog napping. But another neighbor also reached out, saying he might be able to help find the missing pet. See, his doorbell camera had caught the interaction. While the video wasn't too clear, it confirmed the landscaper's account. Anthony's heart sank, and he shared the news with his family. RJ was gone. After that, the reality sunk in. It was unlikely they would ever see RJ again. But one afternoon, Anthony saw a strange ad online. He couldn't believe his eyes. There was a Craigslist post selling a Dachshund who looked suspiciously like RJ. To make matters worse, the asking price was only $100. Anthony had to act fast before someone bought his pup. He called the authorities, who placed investigator Ethan Stark on the case. He too checked out the ad before contacting the potential sellers to arrange a meeting. If this dog was RJ, he'd find out. A few days later, Anthony received a phone call from Stark. The investigator told him to check his email for an update on the case. With bated breath, Anthony opened his inbox. To his relief, there was a picture of Stark holding RJ, waiting for him. The investigator had recovered the dog and was bringing him home safely. But who was the dog napper? It turned out that 22-year-old Misa Kiona Wade and her boyfriend scooped up the dog while making deliveries for Amazon. Unsurprisingly, both the company and Anthony condemned their actions. "We're letting strangers onto our properties and giving them access to our homes," he said. "I really hope Amazon will up their standards." But he had an even more important message for pet owners. "Don't give up on your dog. We knew our chances of getting him back were not good, but we didn't quit," he said. "If you love your dog and your dog is family, don't give up." His story and words gave other dog owners hope.